Happy 2-year anniversary of Space 220, everyone!
Princess and the Bear here, and we're back at EPCOT because you heard the princess. 2 years since Space 220 opened, and yesterday they decided to drop a brand new menu change on us. Drinks and food, so we're about to fly off to space.
Woo! Be sure to enjoy. What are we doing? Another galaxy?
Time to blast off.
The Milky Way galaxy.
But you heard the girl.
Woo! All these options, all of them, and they're like, you know, a star. So you'd be like, I love you, Space 220.
You explain to the people what that is?
It's a drink menu. This is the drink menu. This is the Space Age Mule, one of the newer drinks. It is Tito's vodka with mango, so Bear can't have it, and then a carrot juice. Very interesting. The carrot and mango together make like a very like tropical taste, and then you have like, I feel like there's a lychee, I forgot, there's like some other ingredients in there which you've already read. And mix all of this together, it makes it really tasty. I like it, and then you have like a nice little Tajin rim to go with, so you can like pair all the flavors together. This is an explosively flavorful drink. I will give it 4 out of 5 mules. It's mulelicious.
So it's funny seeing all those gases trying to escape this black hole fashion. The black hole sun in my soul. I love a drink for the show. You add smoke to anything, when I'm not giving the smoke, I'm probably gonna drink it. Smells like old fashioned. Smells smoky. Looks dark like my soul. I'm on board. You want a drink that can double as rocket fuel and send you careening off into space? This is it. There are a lot of drinks in this menu you want to drink tonight. Starting off with this one was probably both a great and a bad idea. If you're looking for one drink that's going to last you your whole meal, it's probably this one. I, on the other hand, have a couple more drinks I got to order, and somehow I got to work my way through. This is the most powerful old-fashioned that I've had in a long time, and I can see why they call it the black hole, because nothing escapes it. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
So we have this beautiful vegan cheese cresped with beets, and I'm not a big fan of beets, so I'm gonna chop the beet. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the vegan cheese. I'm gonna hope that the vegan cheese helps me with the beet. We're gonna do an all-in bite. Cheers to the community. Let's beat that beet. The beet is very earthy. Cheese is like creamy perfection. It's almost like a Blanco's like cashew style, like super thick and tasty. I would like the cheese by itself. Me, I'm not a beet person, so like earthiness doesn't do it for me. I think Bear's gonna like it with the beet. For me, with the beet, it's like a 2 out of 5 appetizers, but without the beet, it's probably like a 4 out of 5 appetizers. This is an amazing vegan appetizer, and it almost tastes like the cheese tastes like one of those like vegan Baby Bell things, but like a high-end version of the Baby Bell. cheese. It's tasty.
I will tell you that in space, they got you watching your weight because the portion sizes is tiny. I have never wanted to see the princess hate a salad more than I wanted to see her hate this one because I love beets. I love the earthy taste, the slimy texture, and I know, call me a hypocrite because I hate okra, but for some reason I'll gobble up a beet like I was Doug Funny. Either way, we're gonna cut in to this delicious looking toasted cheese. I gotta try to do this at home. I gotta buy a torch. I can't let the princess show me up in Disney restaurant. Like, we've never made cheese look this good. And I'm gonna just take the biggest beet I can find. Because this salad, quote unquote, is literally just cheese and sliced beets. There are no other really greens to speak of. I'm excited. You know, when you're a kid, and I may be dating myself, like let's take it back like Muppet Babies, okay? And you had like those episodes where you're talking about food. There's like the mountain of waterfalls and cheese and like how fun it looked to play like in those waterfalls and mountains of cheese. That's what this is. The flavors of the cheese combined with the earthiness of the beets, perfection to me. I felt like it was a light shining down on me. And it's not just the space station lights. That's a 5 out of 5 clause. It's a bare necessity. I want to dump this whole plate in my mouth. Not even kidding. I want more. So ordered soup. Asparagus soup. And I know I was expecting from asparagus soup, but they brought me a bowl of green space goop. That rhymes for some reason. I have no idea what's in this. I assume there's dairy, because there's one crab meat in here. I guess when you get like carrot soup, it's orange. You get asparagus soup, it's green. Be prepared for green soup. Also appears to be, well, let's see, a little bit of bread floating in here. See a lump crab meat there. I'm gonna get a spoonful. We're gonna do it princess style. I never thought I'd encounter a vegetable that was capable of overpowering the strength of the taste of seafood. Asparagus might be it. If you don't like asparagus, I would avoid this soup because it definitely just tastes like a creamy asparagus puree with crab meat, mind you. I like it. I don't like it as much as I like the princess appetizer, but it's still pretty good. 3.75 out of 5 claws. I'm gonna eat it all. I probably won't lick the bowl, but I'm definitely gonna eat it all.
Got this adorable little marg with this cute little wooden star. Star Child if you are a Mass Effect person. This is better than the Star Child, I'm just saying that. It usually comes with a lime foam, which is not vegan, so I got it without the lime foam. Cheers to the margarita. It's like leet speak margarita, so it's like Megan style. Oh, I don't like that. That's not as good as like something you get at the Mexico Pavilion. I don't suggest getting margaritas in space. This is a 1.5 out of 5 margaritas. This is probably one of the worst margaritas I've had in a while.
I really just want the cups here. And I'm sure that there's some enterprising Twitter, Instagram account that's identifying Disney cups. They can probably find this at Home Goods. I don't need to come here and pay for prefix meal to just drink out of these cups. But I'll take the star stick stirring things too while you guys are looking that stuff up. You find these cups. We're moving soon. Let us know in the comments if we need new glasses. I'm kidding, we don't need any more glasses.
Yes,
we don't have
we
room
do.
for the ones that we have.
Give them.
Don't give the princess any ideas.
Give them.
So this is a watermelon margarita.
It's a margarita with watermelon sour.
This is gonna be disgusting. Interesting. It's sparkling. which is interesting. I get like watermelon refresher, not necessarily watermelon margarita. It's actually not bad. I thought I was gonna hate it. I actually kind of like it, but you should sip it. Don't drink this as fast as you drink a normal margarita. Especially those of you who start in Mexico. You already head the wrong direction. Don't take the wrong direction drinking this drink. I would give this 3.75 out of 5 claws. It's a nice, crisp, refreshing beverage.
So pad thai. The pad thai-est of pad thai. This is, I've not had a pad thai on Disney property in a minute. So I guess we're just gonna see it with these like little baby blocks of tofu. And these pieces of pad thai. Like, how good is this pad thai? Is it as good as a box? Is it as good as what we make at home? Is it just lame? I don't know. I can't even capture the tofu. So let's see. Let's see. Lightly seasoned, but super smoky. So I can forgive the lightly seasonedness of it. I think I had the pasta. I had the sandwich. I had the pad thai. I feel like the pad thai is like probably the better choice of the 3 things that we've had here. 4. I think we've been here 4 times now. I think today is our 4th review. It's decent. I don't know if I would proactively come here for this. I think I need more tofu in this dish in order for me to enjoy it. If I take it home and I add like a whole block of tofu to myself, then I think it'll be worth it. But like as a vacation person and like eating this in my hotel room, I don't think I would be into it. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 pad thais. It is bland, so it's good for like the blandest of palates, but it is not like high-end prefix level that I would expect from a beautiful restaurant like this.
I'm often amazed at the number of ways that I can have noodles and be satisfied. It's funny, when you think about all the noodles I've consumed in my life, pasta noodles are probably my least favorite, like Italian pasta noodles. Now, pad thai is probably in the top 5. Of all noodle dishes ever in existence, it's probably in the top 5. Now you have like the bean sprouts, you have the spices on top, got the very well cooked looking noodles. I'm gonna try to get everything with the peppers. Princess doesn't like peppers anyway. I'm gonna get some of the spice that they poured on here. I'm gonna try to spear me a tofu. I'm probably gonna fail. And like little snap peas. There you go. It's not as many noodles as I would like, but you get the gist of it. The spice is what I would consider to be rather mild. Like tip on the tongue. Like a 0.5 out of 10 on the spice scale. Peppers, snap peas. All that's very fresh. The bean sprouts, I really like the crunchiness, what they add to the noodles. But honestly, the flavor is there. It's just really muted. It's like trying to listen to music with water in your ear, but with your taste buds, is what it feels like. I was so confused, I took a second bite. The flavor is there. You're not one for like strong flavors. You just want something nice and mild, nice and fresh. I think this is a dish for you. Just don't come in expecting this pad thai to blow your socks off. I would give it 3 out of 5 points. So for their 2-year anniversary, here is one of the newest dishes here at Space 220, and that is the Tomahawk pork chop. A 16-ounce pork chop with corn succotash, a little bit of like a corn cake on the side, served with the bone. This is a big boy. I don't normally order pork chops this large, with the bacon and everything else on here. So I am slightly curious and slightly afraid, because I feel like I'm not going to be able to eat this whole thing. 16 ounces of meat is a lot. Maybe not for some of you, but for me, it's a lot. Yeah, luckily the knife is sharp. Some of the sauce, just Found some of the succotash on top. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't that. I know that I've had, pre-YouTube obviously, a lot of pork chops in my life, and I've never really been a huge fan of pork chops. Probably because I haven't been prepared right. I was expecting something dry and salty and just like really tough that I was gonna like have to like tire myself out chewing. That is not this. This is like a super juicy, super well seasoned piece of pork on the bone with the perfect amount of like well seasoned succotash on top, adding just that little bit of extra flavor on top of an already delicious tasting piece of meat. That was a ride. And like, not a slide, but like the really tall spiral ones, that's where I'm sitting with this. That's a solid 4 out of 5 plus. I'm gonna do one more bite, a little corn cake, and see if that changes the rating at all. I do want a smaller piece of meat this time though, because that last one was a big one. I love how they toast things here. The same sort of roast that was on the princess's little cheese appetizer. A more little succotash. I thought it was going to be a struggle meal. I'm definitely not struggling. I'm keeping the same 4 out of 5 plus rating. Everything tastes well together. Corn cake isn't add a ton. But you have a little bit of that extra flavor in there. It's just a lot, but I'm gonna enjoy every bite of it. I'm keeping my 4 out of 5 plus rating. Order this with no shame.
Probably the only carrot cake in the history of carrot cakes of my life that I actually enjoy. I'm also sad you didn't get to see that my ears glow in the dark, but whatever. We're eating the carrot cake now. This very much reminds me of a cake from like the Disney Wish. Cheers to the dessert people. It's extremely spiced. It definitely tastes like carrot cake. It's very tasty for just like a cake. As a carrot cake, I guess people that don't like carrot cake like me will appreciate this, especially because of the toppings. They're not like offensive. I feel like this is one of the better carrot cakes that I've had at Disney. So I'm gonna give it like a 4.75 out of 5 carrots. It's Bugs Bunny worthy.
Carrot cake feels like the plant-based default. Can't come up with any other kind of cake. Carrot cake. I guess they grow a lot of carrots in space. Either way. Go ahead and get a little corner of here. Got to get some of the is it pumpkin seeds in here. A little bit of nougat, the nuts. There are times when I take issue with a lot of like weird textures. This carrot cake, everything seems purposeful, from the seeds to the little pieces of granola, the vegan cream on top, and then the carrot cake like sponge. Very different textures, but all go very well together. They help sort of level out with the even flavor and then still get that punch. I like it. It's still one of the best desserts on property. I feel like this is slowly replacing my favorite as the Jack Daniel's dessert at Coral Reef, because that has gotten worse over time. But I feel like every time we have this, it gets better. It was 4.5 out of 5 plus. So here we have the vanilla bean Greek yogurt parfait with some blackberries, a yuzu curd here on the backside, like drizzled off the top, And then a blackberry sauce and a black sesame crumble on top. So all this black, like, moon dirt you see over here is actually black sesame. With, I have no idea what these things are. Little crackers on the top. I'm not sure how much lactose is in this, but I came prepared. Too many forks. Interesting looking parfait, to say the least. Black sesame crumble gets caught in the back of the throat. It's really strong yuzu over top of the Greek yogurt. Oh, the first hit of flavor you get is yuzu. If you've never had yuzu, it's a really strong citrus flavor. Not as strong as like an orange, but it's got that very sharp citrus aftertaste with a bit more mild overall flavor. The textures go well with the sesame seed crumble. The blackberries are a nice hit of like sweetness. It's a dessert. I wish it was what I could share. I don't think I can finish this. I think I like the princess dessert more though. I'd give this 3 out of 5 points. Back from space on their 2-year anniversary.
$250 later.
Yes. The price, the issue with Space 220 will always be the price point versus the value that you're getting out of what you're getting. If you love space, you're probably going to like it. Price is negligible. You're on vacation after all.
I think you're better off doing lunch and or lounge so then you don't have to do the prefix because like dinner is the most expensive and that's what we did was dinner. So like
we still have yet to do the lounge.
Yeah, if you do the lounge or lunch, the lunch is like $10 less and they don't do dessert, but then you can buy a dessert extra, and then the lounge is a whole different menu than what we did. And it's like tapas style, but they will serve you the prefix maybe if your server is cool. So, you know, that's a mixed bag.
Yes. But we always enjoy coming here and at least seeing Space Dog. We get to see Space Dog.
I love
That was
Space
the one
Dog.
goal. Not to eat, not to show you the food. We wanted to see Space Dog.
I so appreciate our server like stopping me in the middle of what I was doing so that I could see my beloved Space Dog.
Now, if you want us to go on other space adventures or other adventures period around Orlando or maybe somewhere around the universe, let us know in the comments below. If there's anything else you want to see us do, that's always going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, you will never see these ears glow in the dark. And they do glow in the dark.
You heard the girl.